Well, in today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, you guessed it, we are doing even more small toy lots. I have so much from Whatnot and little toys we need to value. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. It's a bust of a lady's head I got at a thrift store for $8, and she's worth about $25. Got this vintage Tommy Rugrats Koosh ball worth about $7. And this gingerbread Captain America mini Funko's worth $6. This little Kelly doll as a mermaid's worth about $5. And this vintage Snoopy Belle doll, she's worth about $16. I got her from Whatnot. And these little VTech figures, they're worth about $5 each. All right, we've got this really cool Angry Bird Stella plush. She's worth about $15 with the tag still on. And then we have a Kung Fu Panda plush worth about $15. We've got this really cool Sprite pillow or plush worth about $25. And this huge Lady in the Tramp plush, she has a hole in her ear, so she's only worth about $15. And this little Orphan Annie McCall's pattern pillow is worth about $15. All right, I've just got this big miscellaneous lot of holiday decorations with the Christmas Story lamp and all this other stuff, worth about $10 for all of it. Got a Shopkin Strawberry Funko from 2016, worth about $10. From Coco, we have the Ernesto black and white figure, worth about $10. Have this little Alf figure I got from Temu. He's only worth about $3 because he's not really vintage, but he's still cool. And then we've got this little travel trivia game someone just gave me for Christmas, worth about $7. Got a whole lot of Ryan's World figures worth about $20. And this cool Beverly Hillbillies 10 wall signs worth about $5. Then I loved collecting these. These are called Atlantic Mold figures. And I paid about $20 each for these. And that's probably what they're worth, about $20 each. But I love them, and I probably have about 15 of these now. Cool Bob's Burger round tote worth about $8. I got that from Temu. I'll probably put stuffed animals in it for sale at the toy shop. And then I got these cool tiki lights from Whatnot for $3 for the whole set. And there's a set of 4, and they're probably worth about $12. I look forward to setting those up. Those are going to be really cool. Got this LeBron James little figure set. I'm going to take them out of the beat up package, so they'll be worth only about $4. Got a Polly Pocket 1995 Stepmother's House from Cinderella worth $20, and a Scooby-Doo ornament worth about $15. Got these cool little Ronald McDonald plush dolls from Happy Meals and the Hamburglar Bear, and they're worth about $5 each still in the package. And then I got a Ronald McDonald cup with a cool topper worth about $25. It's really hard to find. From Sesame Street, we have Prairie Dawn. I'm going to say this one's worth about $25. Some of them on eBay went like $100, but I don't really know what she was to because she was glued to something. So I'm going to say $25. And then we've got these really cool Victorian figures. I paid $20 for these, and they're probably only worth about $30. Got this Lego plush figure worth $15. And then from Minnie Mouse, we have her little horses with the high heel shoes on. And these are worth about $5 each. I got these in a big bag of stuff I picked up at a thrift store. Then we have this My Little Pony. The orange one's worth about $6. And I think this is a Maxi doll. She's worth about $10. And then we have this Star Wars Millennium Falcon phaser gun. Probably worth about $5. And then we have these small little Star Wars ships down here right under it, and they're probably worth about $2 each. I think they're Happy Meal toys, so we'll say $4 for those. Got a little Toy Story Fisher Price Little People set worth about $8. Then this vintage Garfield clip He's worth $15. He's pretty valuable. Got this little Ursula plastic toy, maybe a bathtub toy. She's worth about $5. The Superman Funko is worth about $5. The Groot figure is worth $3. The Iron Man is worth about $5. And the Hulk figure is also worth about $5. We have a Wish doll from that new movie. She's worth about $7 loose. Got this LOL furniture set worth about $10, and the little LOL couch is worth about $5. We've got this Thai ghost bear. He's worth about $6. And then we've just got a couple Beanie Babies back there. I figure they're worth about $4 each now. Got this really cool Sprite bucket we'll display in the store and put some stuff in. It's worth about $20. Got these vintage Tupperware cups a lot of kids used back in the 70s. They're worth about $10. This little clown doll is probably worth $5, but on eBay they had her going for $50. The little Shopkins doll is worth $7, and these two Magic Mixie dolls are worth about $8 each. And then we have these little vintage bowls. I love these. We have Goldilocks. It's worth about $5. And then a little Cinderella one also worth about $5. They're plastic, but they're super cool. We've got this Wednesday Addams snow globe. It's worth about $15. And this strawberry shortcake on a skateboard remote control is worth about $20. And then we have these little Tsum Tsums. And I figure they're worth about $3 each. And then we have this new Elf 3-pack of figures worth about $15. This really cool Roger Rabbit metal giant pen is worth about $15 as well. Then we've got these two giant spiders I'm going to use for Halloween decorations, worth about $4 each. We've got a whole set of the Scooby-Doo Halloween toys that came out in 2025, and they're worth about $18 for the whole set. That's what they look like when you take the mask off. Got a lamb chop toy worth about $6. And then we've got this Santa blow mold toy that you just hang on the tree, worth about $4. I love the real retro vintage ones. And then we've got this little girl. She is at a twist, and she's worth about $8. And we've got a Cabbage Patch Kid color form set from 1983, worth $20. Got this giant Gumby plush worth about $12. And this whole lot of Bluey plush, probably worth about $15. From Wendy's, we have the Frosty figures worth about $15 for the set. I think I have a few more of those floating around. Had this mermaid stained glass plastic little display piece worth about $8. I got it at a thrift store for a couple bucks. Got these little mermaid dolls, probably worth about $6 for all three of those. And then we have three little Playmobil figures. I always say they're worth $2 or $3 each, so we'll say two. That's $6 for those. Have a Chewbacca Hallmark ornament worth at least $4, and a Gizmo one also worth about $4. Have a 12-inch Loki figure. He's worth $12, and the Spider-Man's also worth about $12. Then we have this little Cracker Jack flashlight. It's probably only worth about $2. And this big Frozen lot of toys worth about $25 for everything if you price it individually. We have a little Yoda Hallmark ornament worth about $4. And a Homer Simpson also worth about $4. And the Entire Christmas Alien's worth about $10. The Boo Bucket's worth about $5. And the Carnival Build-A-Bear plush is worth about $15. No telling what somebody paid for that on the actual ship, though. This Thundercats figure, he's worth about $20. And then we've got these really cool little erasers for different foods and stuff. And these are probably worth about $3 each, so that's $9 for the set of three. And I do love a Clausen pickle, by the way. And then Bagel Bites, I actually had those for lunch today. We have this Canadian Moose plush, super cute, probably worth only about $6. And this Cabbage Patch Kid in a costume worth about $10. And a little Precious Moments Christmas figure worth about $8. We have these army type dolls, or large action figures if you want to call them that. They're only worth about $5 each. I'm not sure what brand they're from. I'd have to research those a little bit more. And then I did get this G.I. Joe doll for $3 on Whatnot, and I think he's worth at least $25 because he has the flocked beard and hair. He might be worth more than that. Got these little Sesame Street mittens or gloves worth about $10, and a Poppy doll with her dress and shoes, probably worth about $5. Got a mermaid Barbie, she's worth at least $6. I always pick these up when I see them when they still have their bottom of their tail. This Daniel Tiger Katarina Kitty plush is worth $8, and the Orange Peep is worth about $5. And all these Peppa Pigs are worth about $12 for this set. Got a little mermaid Kelly doll worth about $3 and a loose Barbie worth about $5. And then we have this. This is the Sophia the First Jasper the Griffin plush worth about $15. We have some Ariel figures that I'm going to take these out of the package since it's a little beat up, probably worth $10 loose. And then this RC Cola bear, probably worth about $3. And then I got an A&W teddy bear, or maybe a beaver, worth about $12. Got these Minecraft figures that are still in the package, and these are worth about $5 each. I just started getting into Minecraft. I've never actually seen the game. And then the book, it's worth about $5. Now these large Minecraft figures, they're worth about $7 each. I got those at the thrift store. My pet Sunny the Chameleon is worth about $5, and this solar-powered sushi chef is worth at least $20. Some people had him $50 and $60 on eBay. These little Pop Funkos are worth about $5 each loose, and this little Yummyland figure, she's worth about $5 because she's missing the top of her package. This Dolls of the World is worth about $15, and I got her for $2 and a big old bag of stuff at the thrift store. And this Belle Snoopy doll from Knott's Berry Farm is worth $20. This little plush jellyfish I'm going to hang with some other ones I have in the women's bathroom or the men's bathroom at the Toy Museum is worth $6. And this Mrs. Butterworth painted jar, I'm going to touch it up a little bit, but worth at least $20. This little Sonic figure, he's worth about $8. And then from Minecraft, we have a McDonald's Happy Meal toy of Dennis, worth about $10 in the box. This big LOL doll worth $10, and the smaller one's worth about $5. The loose Fortnite Bright Bomber Funko figure, worth about $10. And then we have this really cool South Park figure set. I haven't opened it up yet, but it's worth about $18 at least. I think I got that from my Whatnot app as well. Got this Hulk figure in a uniform worth about $6, and a Magic Mixie worth about $8. Got this cool Walmart hat they gave the employees for Christmas, like an elf hat, and it's probably worth about $15. On eBay, it was going like $22, $25, but I think $15's fair. This JoJo Siwa pad's worth about $4, and this Woody from Toy Story Skydiver's worth $20. This Donald Duck toy is worth about $5, and this little guy from Hello Kitty is also worth about $5. And then we have this strawberry shortcake set still in the package worth $10. Got this whole giant lot of Christmas decorations, and instead of like pricing it all individually, I just kind of added it all up in my head. And for everything, we're probably looking at about $40 worth of Christmas decorations. I can't wait to decorate the Toy Museum. Got this cool 50 States rug at a garage sale for $3, and it's probably worth about $15. I just need to clean it. Well, in our previous 486 videos of value on my toy collection, our collection was worth $1,248,229. And when we add this video of all of our miscellaneous toys, we can add another $1,448 to our total. So that means our grand total for episode 487 of Value on My Toy Museum is $1,249,677. Now, I've been saving toys all my life, going to garage sales, flea markets, thrift stores, toy stores, and looking online, and it's just accumulated to this big old total. I wish I was a millionaire. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like to see what all I have and what it's actually worth. And I'm putting all the toys on our Facebook page. It's called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please think about doing so because it certainly helps us grow. So until our next video, we will see you then.